City Skylines, episode 25. In this episode, I will be building Parliament Hill. This is going to be basically an area surrounding a man-made lake, and there will be luxurious homes around it, which will house people such as the president, ministers, senators, basically all the important political figures. So let's get into the project, shall we? Basically, this man-made reservoir will have an island in the middle, which I'm building right now, and atop of it, this statue of planet Earth. Basically, this statue represents how our country is open to international trades and international treaties and whatnot, and how it aims to create an equal world with equal opportunities for everyone. Basically, why I'm building this in this city is because this is the capital of our country. Oh yeah, and while I was playing around with the water, this flood happened, and I thought I would share this with you guys because I know a bunch of you like this kind of thing. So yeah, it's not much, but it is still a flood, and people were still living, going to work and everything through the flood. So I don't know, it's cool, I guess. So this over here, now what I will be doing is I will be placing some seawalls because, like I said, I want to accentuate the fact that it is man-made. I want it to look clean and not natural with like grass growing and whatnot, and like trees and like swampy and whatnot. I want it to look man-made and clean and presidential. Basically, what I did over here is I did not build a seawall over here, and I actually made the water go beneath the road, and I made the road become a bridge because I wanted it to look as if maybe there's like some sewers or something, or a canal underneath the bridge, and water. That is where the water comes from, or like some water treatment plant or something. And also just because now the road becomes a bridge, and it makes it look that much more interesting. So now I'm just placing some nice rock arrangements to make this whole area a bit nicer, because after all, it is a park and it will house the freaking president, so it must be cool, you know what I mean? And a large part of this area will be open to the public and will function as a park, but a part of it will be closed and will be gated off because it will house very important people, and we do not want to let any schmuck enter the guy's backyard. So and these rocks are placed over here obviously as like to make it look nice, and because this park over here, this area, is the face of our country, so it must be exceptionally beautiful. So what is cool is how like this park over Parliament Hill continues on northern. So oh yeah, so these sequoia trees over here, I basically just placed them to show you guys what they look like, because they're very cool, but they're too tall. Okay? But these trees I'm placing right now basically have the same function as the sequoia trees. They're very tall cypress trees, so they look really good too. This is a hospital over here, and I will move it eventually. What I'm doing now is I'm just placing a Z, just like Z, because I've seen all YouTubers, what they do is they make a floral arrangement with the first letter of their name, and Bada boom, bada beam. It's like everybody does that. I don't know. So I started by doing this, but I will change it. So there you go. If you guys remember here, there were some garbage treatment plants just like 30 seconds ago, and I changed it for one of these presidential homes. You know, it's a pretty nice castle, and you know, you guys can probably see now like that this area will be surrounded by beautiful homes. You know, with the cemetery behind too. So I did change a few things. I mean, on the main road over here that goes along the park, I placed some bushes followed by trees to make it look like a very nice avenue. And over here, when they come into the presidential area, I placed nice flowers. And as you can see, I moved that castle to the left and I placed the White House instead. And it looks really cool. And I made some room for a park. Oh, and what I place here are some paths that lead down Parliament Hill in order to connect into the neighboring neighborhood. And my end goal is to connect Parliament Hill with the park that I built two episodes ago. I had to place these Canadian flags. I mean, being a Canadian, that's just what Canadians do. Oh, look, I built this overpass here. So it's connected and it's really cool now. It's one big clunk of greenery, you know. There you go. So now I'm starting to build the, you know, the Royal Park, or I don't know what to call it, but this is like the really, really nice park where people take pictures and whatnot, and it will have very nice floral landscaping. To the left, there is the House of the Senators, and to the right, there is a big governmental building. Dang, 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 dang. La 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 la. So I am placing basically there's only gonna be two colors in this garden, red and green, because if you put too many colors, it just your eye just becomes overwhelmed with colors and it doesn't look too good anymore. I know some of you guys will be like, oh, it's such a Christmassy vibe, but it turns out to look pretty cool. Bam, oh. Hey, oh. Bam. Oh, eh. Okay, I'll stop. I don't know why I'm making these sounds, but anyway. Yeah, so yeah, it leads into the senator's house, and over there, a beautiful governmental building. There you go. The park is done, boys and girls. And I have to say, I mean, I worked like pretty hard making it. I wouldn't want to I wouldn't want to mess it up or lose it. So basically now I'm doing the central part, which will have different colors. I will admit to that, because just so it's a little bit less boring, you know what I mean? And this horse, that's a fountain with a horse, has been gifted to us by the French. Over here, in the senator's house, or basically another house for the president and his family. I don't know if they want to have guests over or whatever. They just come in here, and it is really surrounded by trees. Same thing goes for the president's house, and obviously for privacy. That's a really cool looking model. I mean, just looking at the walls and everything, the White House looks really good. Over here in the back, I want to leave it like an open green field, so that, I don't know, the kids can go play or whatever. And yeah, I mean, think about being like the president's kids and just living over here in these houses, and you have 2 houses, and you go in, yeah, the White House, and you have the Brown House, and you go in the Brown House and you just play in the backyard, and you see people poking their heads into, like, through the hedge, and they're like, "Whoa, kid, look at me, smile," and take a picture of you. And you know, it must suck, but it's definitely a life that not many of us get to live. And I guess to some extent you can get used to it, you know, and I guess it becomes someone's regular life, and they do end up enjoying it. For example, Canada's Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, his father was Prime Minister in the 70s, and he grew up, I don't know, from like the age of like 7 to 11 or something, in the equivalent of the White House that we have here in Canada. And he liked it so much that was one of the, like, when he became president this year, he was like, "Oh, I'm so happy that I'm back into our equivalent of the White House." And he was like, "Wow, it's so cool, and it was such a nice childhood, and I'm so happy that my children get to have the same life that I had, and brings back so many good memories, you know." So I guess it's not all that bad. The paparazzi lifestyle and whatnot, you know, I guess it's made for some people, and others can't really cope with it. But I don't know. I guess in the end, it's still worth it, I guess. So what I'm doing right now is I am fencing off the White House, because obviously it is the White House. So this will be the part of the park which will be fenced off and not open to the public, and yeah, for obvious reasons. A cool thing is how I will place this over here between the rocks. I find that looks pretty cool. Over here too, from this big road, I am putting a fence. So basically this is where it is. This whole left-hand part of the park is just all fenced off, and no, you cannot come in unless you are friends with the president's kids. So I'm just lining this road with trees, just trying to make Parliament Hill stand out a bit more. There you go. I like the results so far. Not too shabby. Over here near this I don't know what this building is, but it's a really cool one. It's probably where like people decide on laws and whatnot. Yeah, I'm placing this fountain. Looked really cool. Oh, and I'm also placing these gazebos here and there. These are really cool. And just imagine walking up the hill and then just going in these gazebos and like looking at the view, and you can take pictures of your family in them. Ah. So now I'm just bushifying the whole area, and as you guys can see, the result turned out pretty cool. Let me guys know what you guys liked the most in this episode, and if you have any suggestions, I mean, I have plenty of ideas for upcoming episodes, but if you guys have an episode you guys would like to see or something you guys would like me to build, I am very, very eager to hear from you guys. And yeah, so let me know what you guys liked about this episode. Please like and subscribe if you wanna be noticed when I post the video. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I really love making this episode, and tune into the next one. It will be great. See you guys. Have a nice day.